An underwhelming performance from the entire team on his debut, but hasn't Matthews Cunha got a spark about him? What did you think about Diego Leo and his performance on his first game as a Manchester United player? Do you think he should stay or out on loan? Drop a comment and react to the two debutants of our beloved club as our preseason officially gets underway with a goalless draw against Leeds United, but not one you should dig so much into, because the ultimate preseason is the one in the US that will have Matthews Cunha team up with a guy clearly he needs around him in Brian Mbeumo in this week that starts today. How is your Sunday, your weekend? How are you feeling? Have you liked, shared, subscribed? But have you most importantly started planning for your time to learn how to earn online? Have you started planning to come book your 1 hour in these next 10 days? We are going to be, of course, keeping it at the same amount, but soon, next month it will be doubling, because the structure of how we teach is going to change, because we've got to maximize on the so many of you who are coming to book your time, so that we really give you the attention that you crave. So come indeed, and let's learn on the number down there on your screen. You can all learn how to earn online. If you don't understand how it works, that's all you got to do. And trust you me, you will see that it's not rocket science to actually start harvesting money for a lifetime on this thing called the internet that we all patronize every day and every second. But that's it, guys. Now let's get proper into the real talk of the football, because the preseason is officially on. We've got at least to see them on the pitch for once in a couple of weeks. These players don't rest enough anyway. But one thing I liked about this goalless draws, how I felt it exposed clearly the areas that United have got to work on, certainly. But before I even rely a lot on those, let me first talk about the positives, which include for me the fact that Matthews Cunha has brought a spark to the attack of Man United that has not been there for long. You see him whenever he gets on the ball, you hope for something interesting. He's either going to nutmeg someone, he's either going to play a quick good pass and make a quick dash for his teammate not to pick his move. The key thing that I find beautiful about his game, I think, is his confidence to take on people. His fearlessness when it comes to facing the opposition. Gets the ball, faces the opposition goal, and he will tell you, I'm passing there. Whether you're 2 or 3 players together, forest of legs, he will squeeze his way, critically thinking and knowing what he has to do, either to sprint quickly in between the two of you and knock one off. He's strong, he's so strong. Then he has got a certain control on the ball that you'll have to see. All the best players have that ability to use the ball and confidently come bring the player to the opposition. A player who has the confidence to bring and dribble the ball to 2 players in front of them is a confident player. He even intimidates the opposition. That's what Cunha brings to this team that lacked. That's the spark, the difference. You either win a free kick, a penalty, or even go ahead and score a magical goal, create a beautiful assist, create a situation out of nearly nothing, because the opposition is going to come up to team up and try to block players like Cunha and Mbeumo. So they need to have the ability to try and find ways of getting away. So if you can get away from 3 players in the final third, really, what's more important than that in terms of creating goal scoring opportunities? Now, what I thought lacked in this game, that whereas the spark was evident, I thought he lacked the players around him to match his IQ, his intel, the way he thinks and moves. I thought certain passes was playing, his teammates were not clicking, or they were a fraction of a second too slow for him. They did not complement the move he was thinking of. Maybe yes, he's new, they haven't trained enough together. But also I think if he gets a player like Mbeumo next to him, who is even left-footed, you think Cunha will easily now start to enjoy himself, because he's playing next to a guy who reasons and has a skill sets probably at his level, if not even better. So I think I see why Amorim brought him and Mbeumo first. That spark will make Man United look exciting. It will also make a lot of other players behind them better. And he has lacked, remember, part of the things, the KPIs that Ineos have, or Amorim has got set for him, is bringing back the excitement and the entertainment in this Man United, because this has not been there in this team for a long time. I think for me, that's very important. So Cunha brings a spark that I think Amorim will love, and Mbeumo will only complement in the coming days. Now, we saw Chido Obi, of course. I love Chido's movements. I love them. He didn't score. There's a moment where he made a beautiful turn, but instead of leaving the ball to Cunha to shoot it, try to shoot it himself. These young players will always have that excitement to score the goal. Definitely, you would understand. But Chido will be a baller as well. But I thought I was most impressed by the spark Cunha brought. But also, Diego Leo, I think, can actually properly push anyone he will compete. He brought the one thing I saw about Diego Leo was his physicality. That, as a wing back, because he started as a wing back, where Dogu plays usually, or where Dogu plays naturally. But the one thing you've got to have as a wing back in this system is the ability to track back on time, and become the fourth, the extra defender. Now you add to the defense. You need to have the energy to sprint so fast, and I thought he showed that a bit. That he's energetic. He will sprint with power and go into a tackle, and because United certainly knows that in this system, opposition will look to exploit that space left because of the compactness of the back three. So certainly you need a physical wing back who will sprint and track back on time to cover up that space. I thought Diego Leo showed a bit of that, and that's why I hear reports claiming that the staff are already impressed with him, and they may not even be thinking of loaning him. They could rather keep him around to compete with everyone else for a place. So for me, I thought he looked the physical bit of his game is what I liked most, I think, before anything, and a bit of confidence, and I think he feels himself already that yes, I've arrived at this occasion, I've earned it, and I'm good enough to be here with everyone else, which for me is a show of character that is very important for a player. Now, the guy who continues to impress me the most for me is Leone. That boy, I'm even worried for Mazraoui or whoever, these defenders. I think Leone will probably be a serious starter in whichever position. I don't know, because he plays everywhere you put him. But I think this boy is proper generational. You probably haven't given him the attention he deserves, maybe yet. But you will soon, because he's proper generational. Anyhow, we'll talk more about those later. For now, let me know what you think. I would think, yes, it's a goalless affair, but Mbeumo joining in, they will go to the US, and certainly you're thinking the next weekend, that next season game will certainly be a better, more exciting, because even Amorim himself admitted the game lacked intensity and all, but yeah. Work in progress. We'll get there. This was just the first of many players coming to dust it off a bit after that short break of theirs, but dust off your lack of knowledge about earning online and come learn, because it's not rocket science. It is just having a phone, your gadget, or your phone, especially your data and time. That's all you need, and I need you for 1 hour to understand how it works. From wherever you are, I will be waiting for you anytime you're ready to learn and earn. Cheers, peace, love, and harmony.